Is this thing on? Hello everyone. Welcome to Foundation Review Day. In today's video, we are going to do a full day wear test on Urban Decay's newest foundation-esque product. Its full name is the Hydromaniac Glowy Tinted Hydrator Foundation. Does it sound like it's going to be hydrating or not? All right, it is currently 9:59 a.m. Let's go ahead and get into some details and jump into the wear test. Let's go ahead and get started. Urban Decay did send this over for me to try out, and I'm excited because I don't use that much Urban Decay. So let's try it out. The most maniac glow meets insanely long-lasting coverage. So supposed to give you 24 hours hydration, coverage, and glow. And this is a vegan formula. And it's available in 12 shades to help boost skin's natural hydration up to 30%. And there's something with the applicator that makes it easier for on-the-go application and touch-ups. So I have her in the shade number 6, medium dark. That's what the packaging looks like. So it comes in a pretty tube packaging. And what's the gig with the oh, look at the applicator. Applicator's kind of cute. Little squeezy guy. Highlighted ingredients are marula oil, which you know is very hydrating. It's an oil. Kombucha filtrate. It's an antioxidant to brighten, purify, and give a more luminous look. Well, listen, it all sounds really, really good. Let's go ahead and get this thing on the skin and see what it's all about. Let's get a little bit closer so we can see what we're working with. Hello, welcome to my skin. So I have combination skin. I have an oily T-zone and I'm pretty dry in this area right now. So as far as primer and skin prep, all I have done so far is my morning skincare routine. And we're just going to be using that as primer today. I'm not going to add anything extra. So what we'll do is we'll do finger, brush, and sponge application. We'll see how we're feeling and then we'll go from there. Okay. So I'm going to give her a little, you know, shake, shall we say? And let's see. I haven't even seen if this color is a good match. Well, looks all right. Let's see. So here's the consistency. And again, this is shade number 6. Shade 6 is described as medium dark warm. This is so orange, but let's see how she applies on the face. So my left side, your right, I'm going to apply with my finger. There is no real noticeable scent per se. Pretty good coverage, you know, from where it's been applied. You can see it's got nice coverage to it. It's going to be interesting to see if this oxidizes or even like will build, but so far it's applying to the skin quite nicely. And you know, I can see this being a nice little on-the-go type of put on with your fingers kind of product. It's easy to work with the hands, I will say that. So if you would like to apply your product with your hands, this is a go. You know, now that the color's blended in, interestingly enough, it looks okay. What do you think? See that nice glow to the skin? So here we are applied. I'm so curious to see how this is going to go on with a sponge. Let's do that next. So, you know, most always with a sponge, you'll get a little less coverage, but you can always build up. And, ooh, I like that. I like that. Sponge would probably be my first choice for application, especially with a product like this. Okay. So sponge, let me move this box, yes. So sponge, there we go. Sponge, hands, you know, I'm gonna build still and make it perfect, but you know. Sponge, hand. All right, let's try brush. So brush application should be the most coverage. So I'm kind of just stippling it on at first, and then we will buff it in. Bring this baby in that hairline. Yes, please. I'm so curious to see how this is going to build, because right here I feel I would want to build a little bit, but let's see. I actually quite like the brush application. All right, so everything's not perfectly blended, but it's, you know, we're just gonna check out how 3 different methods of application, you know, look on the skin. So we have hands, well, fingers on this side, sponge on the forehead, which I'm kind of liking a lot, and then on my right, your left, I used a brush. What? Okay. The radiance is there, but in a very, I drank my water, I'm eating good kind of way. Let's see how this product builds. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more on the side with the brush, and let's see how she builds. Okay. So I'm just going to focus where I feel I need the product built, which is mostly right here, my little imperfections. Make sure we're blended. It's very warm, so I gotta just make sure we're blended good. Built up really, really nice. I'll give it that. So this is a true medium, but it is a little bit buildable. Now for the side that I use my hand, I'm gonna go over and just perfect it with the sponge. So I'm going in with just a little bit more. Picking up with my sponge, and let's perfect everything. So here we are, everything applied. Our sponge side that we did build up to our little friend down here. Sponge is also on the forehead, and then on this side we have the brush, and we built it up just a little bit where I felt I needed it. So let's see how other products play. Going in with my Shiseido concealer. I'll have my shade references along with everything we use in today's video listed and linked for you down below. I'm going to set my under eye with my Pat McGrath powder. Okay, I personally know my skin type, and this is a very hydrating product. I am going to be fair. I'm going to do what I would normally do. I'm not here to set the product to fail. It's a hydrating product. I have a combination skin type and oily T-zone. So I'm going to set my oily area. I'm going to go in with the Ilia. So concealer and powder have been applied. Here's how everything's looking. I think the products are working well together so far, so good. Going in with my Marc Jacobs bronzer. Going in with the Patrick Ta blush. Just using the powder portion today. For highlighter, I'm going in with my Westman Atelier highlighting stick. Excuse me. Ridiculous. Okay, so still have to do eyes and all that fun stuff, but let's take a look at the skin. So as you can see, I went in with creams, powders, you know, so far so good. I like how everything's looking. And, you know, while as it was very warm, it came together. It came together. But let's go ahead and get the day started. I will come and check in periodically, and let's get the wear test started. Hello. Welcome to our first check-in. It is currently 1:42. So I've been wearing it for a few hours. Everything's melded. My natural oil's melded. She's been worn a little bit. So my skin looks and feels quite hydrated. It is living up to that whole hydrated, glowy kind of vibe. Now, this was the side that we used the brush, and then this was the side that we used my finger at first and then the sponge to finish everything up. Our first check-in, I don't feel the need that I have to touch up or anything like that, so we're just going to keep on moving. So, I will be back in a few hours, and let's see how this new Urban Decay holds up. Hi guys, so it's currently 4:45, and here we are. I really like how this foundation is wearing and looking and holding up. I've been outside quite a bit, and it's not overly greasy. It still has that beautiful glow to the skin, but it's a healthy glow. I'm really liking it. So things are holding up and looking really good. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good about it. So I'll see you again in a few more hours. All right, we are not going to talk about the frizz and this crazy hair. I've been outside. It's quite humid. All things considered, it's supposed to be winter. Anyways, hello, good evening. It's currently 8:49. And here we are. Let me refresh my lip. So for starters, let me show you how everything is looking. This was the side that we used the brush. And then this was the side we used the hand and then sponge. Even with my combination skin, there is still a nice glow, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. My mirror's right here. Definitely settled in the smile lines. Here's what I'm going to say about it. It looks like you're wearing makeup. It's not, I don't find it to be natural. This is definitely a product that's going to look like, you know, you got a little something on. Hey, that's okay. But if you were in hopes that it would look natural, I'm not really getting that. And that's fine. Whatever. It did well as far as wear time because it does have the claim of being long wearing, 24 hours. We're not doing that. But she's still got some life in her. I feel that we could definitely touch it up and it would, you know, revive, refresh, and still look pretty good. So, why don't we do that? Let's do one side. So, a little powder on this side. Definitely cut down the excessive shine, but it's still that nice glow. And then we didn't, you know, refresh over here. Doesn't look half bad. I could still go a few hours like this. I think it refreshed pretty good. Definitely maintained a beautiful radiance throughout the whole entire day. I think if you're an excessively oily skin type, you could possibly prep your skin well for it, but I think this is definitely going to be more targeting the drier skin types. I'll tell you, the areas of my skin that are more dry, which is, you know, pretty much here, and around my mouth, they did pretty well. There was no clinging in weird places. I think it held up rather nicely. There was no scent. It wasn't feeling heavy throughout all the time that I've been wearing it. I have no quarrels. I have no problems with this new foundation from Urban Decay. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but according to clinical results, in a 7-day consumer study with 281 participants, 85% said skin looked glowing and fresh all day. Yeah. I can totally agree with that. This definitely maintains good, healthy radiance on your skin. Your skin looks, you know, nice and hydrated. And then in an instrumental skin test, 100% of users said they had improved skin's hydration after 24 hours. That's an interesting claim. I can't speak on that. But, you know, the more you know. Overall, I think the Urban Decay performed quite well. And even though the color was extremely warm, you know, I managed to make it work and I let her do her thing. Let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. Thank you all so much for letting me share the new Urban Decay foundation with you. And thank you to Urban Decay for sending it over for me to try and share it with you guys. Don't forget to give today's video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.